god. What am I fucking with this? I wish I could show you guys the site on TikTok I'm looking at right now. This looks pretty as fuck. I can't. One second. But what am I looking at right now on TikTok is somebody fully in corn cosplay. I mean, their whole face is a corn on the top. And they are trying to, like, they are, they're doing a good job, but it's very corny. I go therapy soon, but I'll sit for, that's fine. Listen, it's just gonna be, I'll try to tell a story pretty quickly because I don't want to be on here for too long because I'm already kind of mentally exhausted and I'm just kind of going off the fumes because I haven't slept yet. So I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. Just give me like 2 seconds. Set up the little thing. I would like to have like a chat over there. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I am. There we go. But hi. Hi. So let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you the bullshit that went on and why I don't understand why this is my fucking life. Like, I genuinely don't understand why this is my fucking. I don't know. If it's me, if I'm the drama, or if I'm doing something, or what this is. So we're gonna talk about today and how today went, and if it's just me or my anxiety or I'm crazy or it's something. It's somebody. And if you're the fan in the background, I'm sorry, it's hot. Deal with it. So basically, what happened was I started a new job today. Now, this job I got last Monday, right? Because it's Monday. I got last Monday, and I'm starting it this Monday. So, like, I have a lot of anxiety. I am a very, like, I have very severe anxiety. I have severely, I have a lot of severe social anxiety. So meeting new people, going in a place with people I do not know tends to give me very high anxiety, especially when it's like a job, it's each day, it's very stressful. So with that being said, my anxiety was already on fucking 10,000. And this job is not a job I am super familiar with, but it's kind of similar to my last job in the sense of you get in a car and you go and you do something and you come back and you travel far distances to do it, and there's like a whole thing. It's pretty similar to the last one I had. So I'm like, okay, so this is a familiar and it shouldn't be this much trouble. Um, exactly, exactly. Especially, and then when they want me to talk to them, like what? Like no, like how would I not talk to anybody? Like I don't want words. I don't want people. Stop. Like, it sucks. It sucks ass. But that's the bigger one. I'm sorry. I don't think I finished this on camera actually. So you guys are seeing this for the first time. So I think I'm going to. Right, I need to fix the hand for that one. That's what I was doing. But in general, I went there. It started butt fucking in the morning, by the way, also. So it's like the middle of the morning. Oh, thank you so much. Like, it's actually really good. I've been trying to do more like a soft girl aesthetic lately, and I've been watching a lot of anime, so I'm trying to draw as much anime as I'm watching, or at least one character from the anime. This isn't from an anime, this was just like a warm-up I was drawing. And I'm just trying to find what style I like that other people might like. So maybe I never have to get this job or get a job ever again. That's my plan, anyways. But yeah. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. I'm not a social person, so when there's more than 3 people in a room, uh, I freak out. Same, especially because it was an enclosed space. But not do that. I got to the place, right. It was the middle of the morning. Everything I feel like was pretty okay for the most part. I was explaining what was happening. I got a vest, I got a name tag, I explained how everything works, how to do this. I was explaining actually a lot more than what I was explaining at the job I had before. I was like, cool. And the whole point with this lady, she was supposed to train me, I was supposed to go with her, and she was like, okay, well, you just sit out for like 10 or so minutes, and then we should be good. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I sat out, and I was waiting for the lady, you know what I mean, to be like, oh yeah, okay, we're about to go, or, we're going now, or the stuff is here now, or, you know what I mean, direct me in some way, shape, or form, and I was on my phone until then. Oh, thank you so much. I just no, but like, the you so much. I never want to have to work again. Because this experience is not one I haven't had. It's just one I haven't had in a while. Um, but they left before the time I thought we were supposed to leave. So I'm on my phone, right, talking to the person I just dropped me off. Like, I'm really nervous, but I think I'm okay. I look up, nobody's here. I hear nothing. Silence. It's very silent in here. There's nobody here. I'm like, okay. Maybe I was supposed to go with the person, and I didn't see them, or they didn't, do it too, like, signal me that it was ready to go. Okay, cool. And she's like, okay, you should probably go, and I'm like, oh, okay. And the manager lady that was talking to me before, she's like, you should probably go, and I'm like, okay, cool. And so I walk out there. While I'm walking out there, I see a girl that's walking, that was there as well. She saw me as she's walking back, and then she turned around and walked back outside. And I was like, huh? Okay, maybe our thing isn't here, and she's like waiting or something like that. I'm like, okay, cool. So when I get out there are supposed to be vans, from what I heard. There's one van. Like, okay. And I'm like, oh, did I miss something, or are they waiting for me? And so I asked the van lady, like, hey, do you know I'm supposed to be getting on this van? And she's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you should just get in the van. And then giggling, I'm hearing from in the van. I'm like, okay. And I keep trying to ask questions to figure out, should I just go back and ask, or something like that. Every time I would ask something, I would hear, like, visible giggling from people around me. I'm looking at them like, okay. And they can't see my, like, the irritated look on my face because I have a mask on. And I'm like, alright, I don't understand. And, like, there's a bunch of people in this van, and because it's inventory. So we're supposed to be, like, we have a sheet, we have there's a whole section signed up, and we go to these places, whether it's like Fred Meyer's or wherever, and we go really far distances. This is what the point of the van is. You go really far distances, we're counting the inventory, and then we come back. That's the whole thing. Does that make sense? Like, our job is to figure out what is what and how much, all of that shit. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm trying to figure that out, and this is all happening, by the time I get out there, like, get out the door, this is all happening in less than a minute, right? I'm like, now, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm taking in everything that's happening, and this is where my anxiety went from, like, oh, I'm really anxious, to I'm having a panic attack. Because I realized there's the girl that I saw as I was walking out, she's sitting on the stoop. Right, there's like a little area that goes up into the mall, because it's by the mall, by my house. Not by my house, but close by me. She's on like the little stairs that go up to the mall. Like, cause the mall is like right there. You can see the fucking mall. She's on the stairs looking depressed because she's confused. The girl who's walking back with me, or walking back and forth, because there's another girl walking back and forth with me as well, she's confused. And we're all just like, where are we supposed to be going? What are we supposed to be doing? Who are we waiting for? Because I was told that this lady was supposed to be, I thought that this person was supposed to be going with me. And so I'm just like, who am I going with? This is confusing. Like, nobody's being very straight with me of where I'm supposed to be going. And so I'm taking all that in, and immediately it was just like, poof, you're gonna cry. You're gonna be crying, and you're irritated, and you're angry, and you're frustrated, and you have a bunch of emotions inside of you that you can't release in a healthy way, except for to cry. And fuck these hoes of them seeing you cry about anything. So I told the little girl that was sitting on the stoop, move. Like, I wasn't mean with it. I was just like, could you move out of the way for a second? Could you move your food? Thank you. And so I walked up the thing. I was gone. Because I'm like, I don't know where to go. I don't know who's going to take me. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if the lady's supposed to be training me. I don't know if somebody else is supposed to be training me. I don't know what's going on. And I'm already tired. And it could have just been me not asking enough questions and shit like that. But why do I have to ask questions on my first day? About where I'm supposed to fucking go. I'm here. That's the point. You're supposed to tell me. Everybody said it's kidnapping and that's sketchy. By the way, everyone I've talked to so far said this is sketchy kidnapping type behavior, like I was being trafficked or some shit. It sounds sketchy. Don't get me wrong. But like I looked it up beforehand. It's not sketchy. Like this it's not sketchy. It's not like a legitimate business or doesn't exist or like that's not a thing people do. Like people have worked here, people have talked about it. Like, this has been a company that's going on. A lot of people are old. And so, like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. And so I'm just chilling here, and I don't know. And maybe the lady wasn't as clear, and maybe that's it. Because I'm thinking, like, maybe there's something I was missing that I wasn't told, or I didn't hear, or something. But, like, it doesn't make any sense. Because I was the only one in there, so that means other people left. The other people that I was talking to left, too. So, like, it couldn't have just been me. It couldn't have been. I'm trying to rationalize it to where it's my fault, but it doesn't make any sense either way. But I'm still trying to rationalize it because it's easier for me to say it's my fault and I fucked up in some way, shape, or form than for me to believe these people are as crazy as how it sounds. And so I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Anyways, I rage quit out because I'm just like, I'm over this. I told the little girl to move so I can go up the stairs, and I started walking around the mall because I'm just like, and I called the person that picked me up, like, that dropped me off. Can you come pick me up? Like, can you turn around right now? And that was inconvenience for me as well. In a sense of, like, I don't like inconveniencing other people. I barely want this person to, like, drop me off. I was hoping, like, after my 2-week check, that I could just, like, stop having them do that so it's not inconvenience them. So I'm inconvenience other people. I'm sure everybody else is stressed out, and they're gonna get a talking to or whatnot, or they're gonna deny it or some shit like that, and I just don't have the patience. So now, on top of that, I knew as soon as I walked up off that thing, I wasn't gonna be able to come back. Like, that just is what it is. And the manager lady came, by the way, in the car, being like, oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? I'm like, you see the other girl that was sitting on the stoop depressed right there. You know damn well that me and her are confused. Like, you know. And unless you told her something that you didn't tell me, it's bullshit. Like, this is horror shit. I'm going home. Like, I'm not coming back here. Like, and I was not, by the way, I say all this because this is after the fact. I was not aggressive when I said it. This is me panic crying. Like, I just it's too much, and I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm having a panic attack and I want to go home. And so I have a bunch of people laughing at me, and I don't really know where I'm supposed to be going and what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm already frustrated and highly, like, anxious, and I just can't do this. This is stupid. And I just feel like this is a first day type of, like, I just can't do this. Like, the no communication, it really is. I don't know. The no communication training bullshit. Literally, Loki, the last job was, like, frustrating. Like, they were not honest with, like, what I was supposed to be doing. And so I'm just saying here, like, I don't understand this. And this is giving me flashbacks to this one place that I quit in 3 days. I'm already constructing a video, which I'm probably gonna end up making a speed art. Honestly, I'm supposed to be drawing, and I'm not drawing. I'm sorry. I talk with my hands, so like every time I'm just like I'm gonna draw something and do something, I end up not fucking drawing because I'm talking with my hands. Let me actually fucking draw and finish this fucking hand. Actually, let me look up a thing for my hand first. But yeah, it's just no communication. Okay, well we'll figure everything out. Okay, well everybody's in a rush. No, it's not this. Well, it starts off chaotic, and you're supposed to figure it out, so it's not chaotic anymore. No, if the management is so bad to where like everybody's asking her questions while I'm being trained, and she has to figure all that shit out. I'm sorry for her because she didn't do nothing. Well, I don't know if she did anything, but she didn't really do anything. I feel like, but she was being at least really, really, really nice about it. So I'm sorry that I had a breakdown with her. Like, can you know what I mean? Then she gave me a hug and all that, but like, it's not her fault. I feel like it might also totally be her fault, but like, it's not her fault that I feel like. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. I already see that she's having like a stressed out type of thing and like whatnot, and so I'm just like, I'm not. I can't. Shit. It's just so irritating, and I feel bad because you think, well, even if you guys say it's not my fault, or even if I know it's not my fault, I'm gonna think it's my fault, regardless. And that's just kind of how it works. Of like, you're just gonna assume, well, I did something wrong, or I'm not the norm here, or the common denominator here, or not the common denominator, because this doesn't happen that super often, but the problem is me. And like low key, I don't have people in my life who are very understanding of anxiety and problems. And so when it comes to a lot of things, it's like, okay, well, this is the third job I've quit, right? With no, like, after like a short amount of time, right? That's not an abnormal thing. But it's abnormal for me because I have anxiety, and obviously it's my anxiety, and obviously I'm just being, and it turns into that to obviously I'm just being dramatic. Obviously it's just, and it's very much translated. They don't have to say it for me to know that that's what they're, you know what I mean? Like your actions do speak louder than your fucking words. And a lot of times their words mirror their actions. Of like, yeah, this is my fault because I quit not because it's stressful. It obviously was because I'm being dramatic in my anxiety and I need to get that taken care of. But if they go to something lesser and they're frustrated, then all of a sudden, well, I had a good reason, well, I and so it's just like I can't help but to feel like shitty, like no matter what, because it's like I feel like there was something I could have done. And I'm sure there was in hindsight if I'd asked like 40 more people and tried to figure it out in some weird way, but like realistically, when I say there's something I could have done, I mean like obviously this was just really less of what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to demean what actually happened when really it was just a very chaotic environment in general, and they're used to this because they've been working here for whatever amount of time, and I'm fucking not. Give me a second, I'm trying to make this fit in this hand, and yeah, it's looking fucked. That's kind of how the hands start out. But yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. I just like a place where like I can just do my fucking work and then go home at the end of the day and be stressed out or whatever, but like I did my work and I'm done. And I feel like every time I try to find something like that, it just is this, that hand looks like Hagrid. It is just this difficult task that I just cannot seem to make happen, you know? So I just get so, it's suffocating, honestly. It's the best way I can fucking describe it. And yeah, so that was today, right? So now I'm just sitting here at home, You know what I mean? Uh, Talking to myself and going over what happened to see if there's something that I can get out of this. And I've talked to some people and they made me feel a lot better about it, but I also don't know that maybe that they feel. And then it's again that paranoia of like, well, maybe they feel like I'm overreacting. They're just not trying to tell me because of my anxiety. Like, you know what I mean? Like if there was something I just didn't do, or this is like normal because this type of reason, don't. But like it's difficult, I guess, for me to even accept that nowadays because with a lot of people in general, um, that's not how they're thinking, if that makes sense. So their thought process isn't this is normal because X, Y, and Z reason. Their thought process is you're not normal, so whatever you experience that's a problem, it is actually normal. I've never experienced it, and if I ever did experience it, I'd probably have a similar reaction. Maybe not as intense, but a similar reaction. Because you are not normal and you are going through it, it is not, you whatever you experience is not normal and it's just you overreacting. And so it frustrates me. Because again, if like it's frustrating because then those same people will come to you with similar problems of like this thing happened and it's crazy that this happened and oh that shit is frustrating and I can't believe that they did this da, da, da. And they come to you for like that validation of like yeah that's crazy because that doesn't make any sense like what the fuck. But it's almost like you feel a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for, you feel less sympathetic and you come off like more of an asshole because you feel less sympathetic for people who didn't never felt sympathetic for you. Does that make sense? And then you come off as the asshole of like, well, it's just da, 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 and it's like, and it's not everywhere, by the way. It's swear it's a lot up here. People up here have like they're a different breed of like awful. Honestly, and I'm gonna keep saying that because it's the truth. Other places aren't like this. It's just us up here, but we've made it normal. This hand is going really bad, and I just don't like it. I actually hate it. Okay, I'm about to trace over a hand. That was a. Well, that's gonna shit out of me. I don't like that. But yeah, I'd absolutely pass away if that happened to me. Yeah, yeah. This does sound. It really do sound like kidnapping. Um, the low key, I wasn't trained good there either. Honestly, really bad. I'm so close to quitting because I'm like 100% of the work. I'm doing 100% of the work in driving. That's the worst part because they'll considerably they know what they're doing, bro. I hate it. I hate it there. I hate it there. They know what they're doing. They know if you complain, then you'll be a problem, and that everybody will start treating you different, and then it's like a whole thing. But they know that they have seniority, so they know these houses. They know what they're supposed to clean. They know where it's supposed to go. They know all this shit already. So they give you the shittier job, and then tell you and lie to your face as if you don't know how to clean. That this is easy or some shit. I mean, that's not your experience, but that was the shit what I was going through. Like, this is easy. You're doing the simplest thing, or you're doing the easiest thing. I'm like, bitch, this is not easy. You glanced in here for 1.5 seconds and thought this was easy, and if you got finished with your work early, it's not fucking easy. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And they want you to be fast and quick, but if you're too quick, then everybody's looking at you like it's a thing, and people start picking at you and stuff like that. And again, it's probably not your experience, it's mine. I'm just bitching money, but like. It's so much, and you dare yourself to quit every day because it's just like, bro, I'm really trying to find a hand that's not this, but what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Like, I don't. What are you supposed to do? Every day, the constant existence of depression. I don't know if I can get over at this point because it's a lot. And like I found some form of solitary because recently I've been not recently on Saturday when I was meeting a fuck buddy of mine. Well, I was leaving their house rather, and I was leaving their house on Saturday, and we went to, or not we went to, but he dropped me off at a Barnes and Noble so somebody else can come pick me up because he lives like far the fuck away from my house. Like he had shit to do that day, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. Just drop me off at whatever closest location. He's like, okay, I can drop you off at Barnes and Noble, so I know you're safe or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, cool. No, I'm safe. Yeah. And we went around and we got a bunch of books, and I just started reading either books or manga, and like I was just sitting there for like from like 10 to 3, like 3 p.m. just reading, and I'm realizing like that reading, watching all anime and manga, it's or watching anime and reading manga that genuinely calms me down. Uh, as a coping mechanism that I need to use a bit more often of like bringing a book everywhere I go, and bringing up my book collection. I have a little shelf thing where I'm putting my books on now. I'm gonna start putting my books on when I start getting more of them. Like I need to really be investing more in my self care than I actually do, because this shit, I do not want this shit to feel like it is normal. I do not want this to be like oh well, I'm doing a thing and this is normal, and you know I'm the problem, because I'm not. I need to stop pretending as if I am or I'm the issue here when I'm not, and I need to stop having people convince me that a hand is not right. I need to stop having people convince me that I'm the issue when I am clearly not. Because again, when the shoe is on the other, it's always when the shoe is on the other foot, and that person is sitting there and telling you like, oh well, I think that you just didn't handle it right, or you just can't handle stuff like work and stuff like that. And while yes, I get very anxious during work, this is not normal shit. And again, if they, oh well, my boss said we were gonna work this day and we didn't work that. Oh, that's so irritating. I'm so frustrated. And then they're saying you're having a whole breakdown. It's okay for them. You know what I mean? Because they're going through a lot and they're stressed out, but it's not okay for me when it's, you know what I mean? It's just like a lot of stuff is going on. Anyways, I talked about this already with somebody, and I'm somewhat calmed down from the situation. But like, obviously, I don't want to keep doing this, so I'm trying to find a job that is stable, because I've had jobs that are stable. I've had jobs for years. I've had jobs that I kept and I just quit because of reasons people don't want to, people will never know, because they'll try to be like, no, you didn't have to do it because of that, and then it's like, I did, because you're an asshole. And I'm trying not to make people feel bad about themselves, because they suck. Their way of my life fucking sucks. And they think that they don't affect my life the way that they do, but they actually do. And I actually do way more for them than they actually deserve. It's a whole thing. But I've had jobs, and I can be consistent with jobs. There's jobs like this where they just won't tell you what to do and let you fucking work. That's the ones where I'm just like, this is not going to work for me. This isn't going to work. I'm not going to be able to do this. No. And that girl in that car, I'm sure was just like, okay, you're having a panic attack. I feel a little bit better because you're overreacting, and I don't want to feel like I'm the only one that's feeling embarrassed or whatnot. And that's great for her. I don't like making other people feel uncomfortable, and that's what, kind of gets me. A lot of jobs like that. But, again, that's just, I'm just, but yeah, I saw a corn creature on TikTok. Somebody that literally had a corn face with the husk and everything. They're doing their whole, I don't, so I might recreate that out of just pure, this is freaking me out. But other than that, yeah, I've had an eventful day. How have you guys been? As I recollect myself from that long rant. Tell me how you guys have been. Tell me how you guys have been doing. Has work been fine? Do you go to school? Has school been fine? Just inform me of your current status while I find literally a hand of any type to use as a base for this shit, please. And any hand. I'll literally take a severed hand. I don't care. Let me try to recreate this hand. So, knuckle, knuckle, not knuckle, but mm, so this one is straight. Um, this one is curved a bit. This one is curved, not that much curved, but curved in again. This one is curved as well. Yeah, and then the thumb here. I always do weird when it comes to thumbs. Let's see. So here's the thumb here. Here's the thumb by the end. So and then give me a second when drawing this, because hands are kind of difficult, so it takes a minute. Yeah, and yeah, that actually works pretty well. It's not the best hand in the world, but it's the hand of the model I got this pose from, or actually this whole look from. So that actually works super well. And so we are going to trace over that as best as we can. Oh. But yeah, I know you guys have been very dry when it comes to content. I swear up and down that like I'm gonna actually start doing content again. I swear. You just gotta give me a minute. Like I already started recording. First of all, my editing software that I thought I didn't pay for, I very much did. For a year plan, I paid for less, but it's fine. You just gotta give me a second. I need to figure out how my shit's gonna look. Am I gonna make the not intros, but that shit called? That shit that you see, the first thing you see when you see I see if I'm making my thumbnails again or not. And if I'm not making my thumbnails, what topics am I going to talk about? Because low-key, the topics I was talking about before, I'm not super interested in anymore. But yeah. I think I want to talk about the Gabby Hanna thing. That's another thing I want to fucking talk about. I want to talk about Gabby Hanna's mess on fucking TikTok. That shit's going to be its own separate video because, like, that girl, like, we need to listen. I have anxiety and I take accountability for my anxiety and what my anxiety does for me. You guys are letting that white woman get away with murder. And I'm so over it. Not you guys specifically. I feel like you guys have common sense. These people are letting this white girl get away with murder. She's in mental illness. How many times has she done this now? 3 times? 2 times on TikTok, 3 times in general. And then I'm pretty sure she at one point admitted that she's getting that shit from Trisha Paytas, and she knows what the fuck she's doing. So we're still gonna pretend that she's having psychosis and then gets out of it when people leave her alone, which they never do. So, like, you know, when she's done with this shit, she'll just go to painting or random shit that does nothing. So I don't think it's psychosis. I do think she's going through a tough time. I don't think her psychosis is making her racist. I don't think, or I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm not say her psychosis. That says that, like, I believe that she has it. I do not. She's not doing that. That's not what's happening. And not all of a sudden make her racist. And not all of a sudden make her say out. She is pulling a Trisha Paytas on us. She's done it 3 times before. And I'm sorry that I don't believe the boy who cried wolf. Because she's done, like, it's been 3 times. Like, when is it not going to be psychosis? When is it not going to be mental illness? You notice how her friends and people around her aren't saying anything about it? Because they know it's not real. They know it's not real. If anything, annoyed with it. That's the reason they're not afraid or they're not scared for her. They're not speaking up saying like, I'm really scared for her and da da da. People who can actually contact her and actually know her aren't saying shit. And there's a reason they're not saying shit. They know this shit is made up. Like, can we stop? Like with the gays, act like we don't understand shit. Like, you guys are not the stupid. I haven't been playing any games. I recently got a Jet Set Radio, so I've been playing that on my computer. I think I'm going to get Halo finally, because I've been saying I'm going to get Halo and then never getting Halo because I see a bunch of like indie games. I want to get back into Genshin Impact, but after that shit they said about blackwashing, I'm pretty sure they said, I'm not entirely percent sure. I gotta confirm that or not. That shit that I think allegedly they said about blackwashing, I'm about to uninstall that shit. It's taking a lot of space on my computer, know how. And other than that, I've just been watching some really fire animes, like, was it To the Eternity, to the Eternal, or the Eternal, I think it's called. I finished Food Wars. That was fire. I feel like if you like food, I would watch it. I finished God, I don't remember the name of that one. It's like one about like a dragon and like a spider who turned into like this person's. It's like an isekai, and the main character. God, I don't remember the name of it. I'm talking about it. I'm gonna review it. But I've been watching that. I'm gonna watch the new movie Power because I think I finally have the courage to watch it and watch my childhood burn. Didn't have the courage before. I think I have the courage now. Oh wait, I was playing this one game. What's it called? Fuck. There's one game I started playing. I don't know what it was fucking called. Shit. Let me look at my computer. No, I have to, because every time I restart my computer, like Steam has to re-upload or re-update and shit like that. I don't want to fucking do that right now. That's gonna freeze my shit. Fuck. I don't know the name of it either, and it's on my desktop. Damn it. Maybe I'll tell you about that one later. There was this new game that I found. And I wanted this one that I saw like about cats. I don't know entirely what it's about, but it was just like cats. It looked interesting, so I wanted that one. I want to start catching up with video games again to see there's new ones out. So I wanted to like start following. If you have any gaming channels that you know that do more recent games and that are entertaining, please tell me. Because I genuinely want to start following video games again. I've stopped because like anime has been my ish every weekend, but I would love to know. Okay, that would be very much appreciated if you could tell me, you know? But yeah. Other than that, it's just been kind of, the stress of trying to find work and feeling less like a failure, pretty much. I think that's kind of it. That's all I kind of wanted to talk about. I was actually going to talk about something totally different. I don't think I should. If that makes sense. Ooh, my nose. Ooh, my nose is burning. Why is my nose burning? Huh. That was weird. But yeah, I feel like I shouldn't. Where's that? I don't know. Mainly because I don't know. Yeah. Some feels off about it. I don't know. But yeah. That was kind of all I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry I didn't draw anything more than like a hand. Oh, my computer froze. And a poorly drawn one at that. I really need to just finish the work and shit and stop these fat fingers I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just trying really hard to make it in life. It's just very difficult, and I feel like with anybody with mental illness, you know, you can tell you that like it's it's an uphill climb. And you know, first thing you think of is to go on disability or something like that, but that's incredibly difficult as well. You have to really fight to be on that, and you won't even make a good enough money on it. On top of that, and speaking of which, now thinking about it, pretty sure you also have to fit requirements to be on disability, other than just being disabled, because like you know what I mean, like it's a whole thing, and like it's I just got a knot out of my hair, which I just pulled out my fucking hair. I need to wash my hair and detangle it because I have not been doing it. That's what I'm gonna do today to try to relax myself. But my hair been looking falling out. Like I've been very just not in the right mind space. And yeah, I have dick. You know what I mean? I have everything I need. I have the dick. I have you guys to talk to. I don't really have people, but I have you guys to talk to. And I have somewhat support, but it doesn't go. You know what I mean? Like your anxiety, your problems, your depression, none of it goes away. That's kind of the most important thing. Like none of this goes away. None of this will leave me. Doesn't matter how much of stuff I have. While it all helps, it doesn't make those things not exist. It just makes it a little bit more bearable to have them every day. So when you don't have them, it's very hard and it sucks. That's by the way, that's not even talking about. That's just my anxiety. I'm not talking about my insomnia on top of that because I'm not going to sleep. I have not gone to sleep since before 5 in the morning. So I got home at no. I woke up at 7. No, that's a lie. I woke up at 2 on Sunday. So since 2 Sunday, I have not been to sleep. And I most likely will not go to sleep tonight. And so that's the insomnia. And then on top of that, there's the depression. And I've tried getting help for this. I got felt like I got scammed out of my money. And a lot of tragic, shitty things happen to me often. And it feels like I complain too much or I talk about them too much because it consistently happen. And I just feel like a burden on everybody. And it's not. But you know, you just gotta kind of smile through it. Like, even when I was telling someone about this story, I was like telling them and I was smiling, laughing, because I'm just like, it's not funny, and I don't find it funny, but like, there's nothing I can do but like pretend like that was a really shitty thing that happened. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna make this art. I'm gonna pretend like it isn't shitty. I also made, by the way, a piece. I can show you actually. Here, because I'm pretty sure I sent it to myself. Doja Cat was a little scary. I can't. Like she's not even trying to look like, oh, I feel pretty in this. It's very much of like, I'm trying to be weird and like freaky looking, and I'm just like I don't feel like when you start doing that all the fucking time, I feel like you don't like the way you look. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing it because you feel attractive right now. You're doing it because you know that you think it looks freaky and you realize that it looks freaky and you're freaking me out. And that shit pisses me off. Like if you're gonna have that alternative look, like actually like it. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's not what this is. That's how I feel like. Wait, let's just. Did I not finish it? And here, let me. Because I want to show you this. It's actually a really cute picture. So give me like 10 seconds. Literally 10 seconds. Got it here. I wanna go. Why is the book right here? I'm saying it. Somewhere. Something else. I wanna go home. But as you can see by this drawing and the last drawing, my sketchbook is starting to look like a regular sketchbook, which is so weird. I'm so chaotic with my drawing. I'm surprised it looks like like not a super good sketchbook, but like it looks like a person who makes art made it. Just to make sense. Not a child who is struggling. Okay, I'm gonna send this to myself. I'm going to show you. So I'm very proud. Because again, I'm about to watch, you know, about to have the courage to watch Movie Power and, or Tokyo Minion rather. And so I wanted here, here to show like here. Ugh. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of. What's that? What's my elbow? Why that look like a boob? I was so because I'm getting the picture for my thing, and I was like, oh, I see my thigh, like my fat thigh, and my stomach, and my shirt, and I was like, is that a boob? Do I have my boob out? Like, what was that? This is definitely a definitely my elbow. That's definitely my elbow. I'm just gonna cut that out because I can see how that can be misconstrued as a boob. So I'm just gonna cut that out. Oh, that's my elbow though. Let me go up here. Let me go up here. And then let me bring that out. And like, okay, don't get me wrong. I know that the necks are long. The neck compared to the middle one is very long, and I know it. And don't even get me wrong about the misshapenness. I didn't say it was perfect. I said that I made something that I can work with. Or I'm saying that I can make something that I can work with. And I like it. I made like the main look of it because fuck the new designs. I'm still like, fuck that shit, and you're not gonna see me ever acting like that is a thing that really exists. Pretend like it doesn't exist. I really am. But yeah, I got the main design, and I found just one everyday look I liked, and I found this one. I'm like, okay, that's pretty simple and cute. Her neck is really too long. I know her body is not long enough. I don't want to talk about it. And I got the maid design over here. And it's pretty disproportionate. Like her head's a little bit too big, her neck's too long. Arm, I don't know what the arm's doing. I guess I wanted to put a plate there. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The puff isn't puffing. The waist isn't wasting. And but I can work with this. It's something I can work with and resize, and this is why digital art is fucking awesome. Because you see all these mistakes, and then you can, you can correct them. So just like, take this here off, take this off, this off, this off. I'm going to change up the way this arm looks. I don't really like that. This one too. And then like next, that shit up, off that puffing. And then you can just fix those mistakes and then improve on the already there design. I love it. So that's what I'm working with right now. And I think I'm going, again, I want to kind of go back to doing speed arts a little bit. I will do face cam from time to time. But honestly, nothing against me doing, like having my face on here. But I don't like not wearing makeup. It's not you guys, it's a me thing. Because the lighting is it's not nice to me. And I've never felt that way. And most of the time, also most of the time I come on here, I start recording, I'm looking bummy. And I know I'm looking bummy. I'm looking unattractive to me. So I don't really like that. So it's probably going to be some speed arts for a while now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But I'm going to actually do it. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it and then never do it. I actually have the shit recorded. I was going to edit it after work, but I have time, or I had time rather. So I think one's going to come out today, the one that I had the most recent thing about, which was, God, what was that about? I think it was about something about the gays. About homosexuals. But yes. All I know is about gay love, which I can add to that video too, which is so great because I found a BL and GL type of books, or I don't think it's BL specifically, but there's boy love in it, and a GL one that I actually really enjoy. And so now I'm going to actually add to that on top of that. So I'm really excited about it. It's not just me talking about the main boring people, it's me also bringing up ones I actually really do like. That I actually want people to read and to experience. And it's actually really good and I love it. Anyways, it's been like 15 minutes. And I've been talking a lot and I'm tired and I need to go get an apple and defrost this macaroni, or not this macaroni, but this ground beef. And it was very nice talking to you guys. I love that you guys were listening. That makes me really happy. I always forget about the Twitch chat, so I'm sorry that I did. I always forget about you guys. Always. So if there's somebody watching and typing in chat, my bad, bro. And for some reason, I hate that Twitch chat doesn't show the chat if you get out of the app itself, which is so stupid. Like, you can keep our chat. Stop playing. Like, your whole platform is solely streaming. So why my chat disappears when I get out of the thing, I don't understand that shit. And I don't know why it's happening or what I can do about it. That shit is irritating as fuck, though. Um, but I'm gonna go. I'm actually leaving this time. Thank you. Goodbye. See you.